did thrust limit them. Okay. Something like that. Probably need some more sciencey things. Limit to 45. Oh, and use the two side engines. Yeah, I did think 45 wouldn't be enough. So you reckon something like that? Interesting theory, Dr. Jones. Can I afford to put a mystery goo on that? I reckon I can afford a mystery goo. It will go before that for sure. Fire that if needed, yeah. Okay, so this will be the Q2. Hey there, Jedbo. Welcome, welcome. We're just pondering a Duna mission. We tried one just now and ended up in ended up at Eve instead, and we crashed, unfortunately. But we're just looking at going to Duna for a mission. I'm just checking the orientation. Would need to be. Yeah, Duna needs to be ahead of us, doesn't it? So if we save this as the Q2, we'll take this to the launch pad and we'll need to advance time a bit, I think. Let's zoom out. Where is Duna? Yeah, see, Duna's right around there. So we need to speed up time quite considerably to bring ourselves round. It needs to be just ahead of us. I can't remember. I think if Duna's there, we would need to be about here, I think. About here somewhere, I think. Duna's moving, isn't it? So, shame I can't do thing. Can I do it using Duna as our orientation? No. Okay. I'm in Duna's SOI, but Patch Connix messed me up and I flew past instead. Well, there you go. So. It's going to be something like there, I think. I think that's how you get to Duna. I can't remember. I've only ever been there once. SAS is on. It's night time, which is fantastic. Oh wait, no, it's not. I hate nighttime launches. Mind you, it does mean that we'll hopefully have some sunlight when we are up in orbit. So, SAS is on. Let's see if this thing actually works, shall we? Let's put our throttle. We need a little bit of throttle from the side engines and the SRBs. Let's see what this does. I'm blaming Bobby if this goes wrong. Here we go. What the... Right. Bottom engine just broke off. SRBs are doing what they do. Well, the SRBs are burning for long enough. I think we will abort this mission. Abandon, yes. That can go and crash as it will. So let's try that again and use a bit more engine. Why did it all go off to one side? That's what I don't understand. Kind of took off like that. I don't understand why. Might be a case of more struts. There's no reason why that would take off asymmetrically. Let's put that. Excuse me, sorry. Put that up to full thrust and try again. Let's see how we go. Ready? Well, we took off. I'm thinking we do need the centre engine a bit. That's better. Now we can actually slow those down a bit. These things are not going to get us anywhere. We need to detach. Surely not. Surely this thing can't actually get us anywhere. We're going to run out of fuel now, look. Yeah, we did speed up pretty fast. I don't know. keep it efficient. We might be able to do something with this. I can see that link, Bobby. Don't worry. I know that Moobot just penalised you for it, but there we go. Shut the engines off there. I can see that link. And yes, I can see that you got to Duna, but your exact craft build, I don't know. Speed things up a bit. Let's get us out of the atmosphere. There we go. Now, where are we as far as our orbit is concerned? Okay, so we do need to get into an orbit and then burn ourselves away. Can't see a thing. Should have pushed that up a bit higher, really, shouldn't I? Mind you, a low orbit's not a terrible idea. I really don't see this thing getting us to Duna. Oops. There we go. Now, if I burn at Perry, which direction are we actually burning? We would be burning outwards. That's not bad. So let's go around to Perry. Had 30 units left on escape. Really? And you got to Duna. Okay. I shall take your word for it. Let's burn. Perry. Okay, we've got a... well, that's not the end of the world. We've got a moon slingshot throwing us out. Kind of. Is that a slingshot, or is that actually slowing us down? I mean, I've got more than 30 units of fuel on escape trajectory. In that case... well, here we go. Let's go for it. It's not a slingshot, really, is it? Oh well, we're escaping. Here we go. Now, oops, wrong button. I wanted to zoom out. So we have whoa, okay, we have escaped for sure. Set Duna as target. Now, where is Duna going to be? Over there somewhere? Haha! There's Duna. 14 million metres. Let's see if we can make that a bit. Nope, not going to make that much closer. Okie dokie, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to hit the follow button if you haven't done so already, and you can come and see next week how we got on. I mean, that's not a bad Perry, but I would have liked a closer. No, that looks like that's the closest we're going to get, I think. So that'll be our burn. 22 seconds. I guess we can correct it later, can't we? Hold on, let's get myself dead on that target node. Oh no. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Let's not do that. Let's get us round to this point. And we'll get ready for this burn. But I'll take the maneuver node off like I did last time. Almost zip right past it then. Not that the actual position of that maneuver node is all that important, so actually we can get rid of it and just burn and watch. That was even closer than we aimed for. How's that? 3 million metres. We'll have to bring that in as we get closer like we did last time. Let's speed up time. Let's try it around here somewhere this time. A 100,000 times and we're going that slow. Look, there is Duna, we're right underneath it. Just catching up with it a little bit. Who have we still got watching? I know that a couple of people have left, but we still have a few people watching. Don't be shy, come say hi. Not really making a lot of difference, is it? What if we do it here? Two, 6. No, I don't think we can really do anything to improve that approach. Which means we're not actually going to get... It's literally just going to be a flyby, which is not ideal. No, I don't think we can really do anything. We haven't got the fuel to fix it. We can complete some of the contract. What if I change to target? We haven't got a target retro or anything at the moment. No, okay. Oh well. We are going to have a Duna flyby, which means we can grab some science in space high over Duna. Once we're within Duna's influence, it will, we can zoom in and there we go. Right, so our Perry is there. No, that was completely wrong straight away. The atmosphere is at 50,000 with 0.2 atmos. So we have to burn pretty deep to aero brake round Duna. Oops. Even that's 55. That'd be 20. Tricky. Okay, well we know what we got to do. We're just going to do it. Ah, what? Didn't take the X key. That's going to be too deep again, isn't it? So let's use a tiny amount of fuel we have. Oh, I've done it again. This is where we should have had the RCS. 34, that'll do, I'm leaving it there. I haven't got enough fuel to play around with that anymore. Now, here we are approaching Duna. Where is Duna from here? There it is. God, it's miles away. Well, literally, it is miles away. Let's grab some mystery goo. There's no way this thing's going back, so we are transmitting this. It's only 13.5 science. The goo takes on a red sheen. It looks very much like the planet below. It's a long way below. Let's transmit that. Yes, I know it will make it inoperable, but it will mean that we get our science. Here we go. 33,000, 68 science, 68 reputation for transmitting science from space near Duna. Now we need to try and get an orbit, which we probably won't do. Ooh, let's make sure we're looking at our craft. Looks like we just kind of drop off the edge of space. We go along quite nicely, and then watch us drop off space. I gotta get a screenshot of that actually. There we go. Now let's see if 34 kilometres is deep enough for an aero brake around Duna. Go away. As we hit 50 we can take some temperature. There is 50. We are inside Duna's atmosphere. There it is. There is the snowy pole of Duna. Log the temperature. We can log it. We can transmit it. That's in space near Duna. Okay, so that's not picked up as being in the atmosphere. Cells prograde, retrograde rather. Ready for the aero braking manoeuvre. I know the atmosphere is very thin. Is it thick enough to capture us? I don't think it is it? We are going to fly right past. And we haven't got the fuel to do anything about it. Still in space near Duna. It's not slowing us down at all, is it? have enough fuel. Really? Please tell me that counts as an orbit. Let's get us out of this atmosphere. Even if it doesn't count, we can now we are captured. We can now aero brake. We will eventually actually land on Duna if we leave it like that. Or do we use what fuel we have to puff the periapsis just outside of 50,000 so that we're actually in a stable orbit and we can transmit science from Duna? We can't transmit science from Duna, can we? Because yeah, we can't transmit science from Duna because we can only take temperature scans. We can't do those outside the atmosphere. Or can we? Or can we? How close do we need to be? We're at Apo. Oh my goodness, look at that, we managed it, we got an orbit. There's no way we're landing. 33,000 funds, 135 reputation. We completed 2 parts of this mission. We've got 0.08 fuel left. Shall we leave it here? If I take us back to the planet, we're going to be outside the atmosphere, so it won't slow us down. So we're in a stable orbit and not a degrading orbit. Can we, if needed, grab a temperature scan from here? We can! Awesome! We now have a probe in orbit around Duna. Curious, a massive load of programs on my computer suddenly opened glitchy looking windows for no reason. Sounds like you might need a restart there. That sounds like a graphics card glitch. Bit of planet shine there, one of the mods that I did add. I've only added visual mods, but there we go. A little bit of red glow on the underside of our craft there from the reflection of Duna. But there we go. We are in a stable orbit, albeit odd and elliptical, and probably going to collide with Ike at some point. But we are in a stable orbit around Duna and in such a position where we can actually take a temperature scan for contracts that ask for a temperature scan. We aren't going to be able to land or transmit scientific data from the surface. But, my goodness, we actually got to Duna. We have a probe at Duna. So if we head back to the Space Centre, we're going to need to send something else to Duna. But we have 617,000 funds, 1,828.5 reputation, and science rather, and that doesn't seem to have moved. We've picked up quite a lot of reputation, but that doesn't seem to have moved. We have a few contracts kind of on the go, but we are certainly starting to make some progress, and now okay, so we aren't being offered any at the moment, but if at any point we get asked to do a mission where we I don't know, where we need to transmit science from space near Duna or something like that, we can actually do that. We've got a few here for positioning a satellite in a specific orbit, which looking at the payouts, they look like they might be worth it if we can do it with the craft that we're using. Temperature scans of Duna. Plant flag on Duna. Well, that one's going to be tricky because we need to be able to land on Duna. Being offered Gilly now. Temperature scans of Kerbin. No. Position satellite in a specific orbit of Minmus, and that one pays out quite well as well. Have a mystery goo, thermometer and materials bay. Now that makes it tricky. But then the craft that we've just launched would have had more than enough Delta V for Minmus. It's just got us to Duna, so we might be looking at that. What we are saving up for at this point is going to be the vehicle assembly building, because we need the extra parts and we need the action groups. So we are looking to save up 2.1 million funds. That can take 140 tonnes, so that's not going to be an issue at this stage. 7 contracts and flight planning, that's fine. Not worried about the space plane hangar. That just gives us unlimited Kerbal, so we don't need that. Would be nice to get the extra strategies, but we're not using them at the moment anyway. And there's no way that we can afford that, because that's 5.1 million before we can actually unlock any extra sciencey stuff. So it looks like we are going to be completing some of these contracts for placing some satellites in next week's stream, because I'm going to call it a day there, rest my throat and my cough, and hopefully by next week this cough will be gone. I really hope so. Thank you for watching, guys. I have been El Bristow. You've been watching Elitopia Gaming. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the follow button so you get notifications next time we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time. See ya.